Hello and welcome to another Evil Clown Slayer video. Once upon a time I had a video and somebody mentioned, hey, you should throw all your figures up there. And at the time I was like, I would like to, but I'm not sure I have enough of a collection yet. But now I'm pretty embarrassed of my collection, so I figured now it's a good time. Let's do it. So all my figures, the McFarlane Warhammer figures, are in front of you now. I have a few other ones over here. We'll talk about those in a little bit. I have nothing exciting to talk about other than just to kind of give them give all these figures a look. This started a few years ago. I got the Ultramarine you see back there.
For the Emperor!
And then I got the Necron. Necron Warrior, not the flayed ones back there, but the Necron Warrior. And then just slowly started buying more and more of these things, kind of like an addiction. This has been a kind of a fun hobby. I've been buying these things, doing some stop motion videos, doing little reviews. You see there's a couple back there in boxes. There's no real rhyme or reason to those. Some of them, most of them, are just figures I've bought in lots, I guess you would say. If you go on eBay, if you're ever looking to buy a bunch of these figures at once, usually you're trying to start a collection, go on eBay and look for lots and just be patient and wait. You get like 5 or 6 figures sometimes for half retail. And that's where a lot of these came from for me. So I was able to buy a bunch of these, several figures together in one big bundle. And it was a lot cheaper than like the 20 to 30 bucks retail you'd spend per figure if you bought them individually. So again, if you're looking to get into this terrible addicting hobby, my suggestion is go to eBay and just start watching for lots. Again, just lots. They'll sell people sell 5 or 6 of these things together, or sometimes whole collections, and it'll be well below retail. So we'll just take a look. We got some Space Marines over here. Blood Angels. The Blood Angels are my favorite. They've
Armor makes me chafe. Do that again.
That's who I used to play when I was probably 20 years ago when I was in high school, middle school. I used to play the game. I played Blood Angels. So we got the guy with the big old plasma gun, and the I don't know, he's not a sergeant, but whatever, captain, gold helmet dude. We got the GameStop Special Edition Raven Guard. He's not very common. He's kind of expensive to buy if you buy them individually. And then the classic Ultramarine back there. He's just hard to get now, just because he's the original one. So I got one in a box back there. Again, I got that boxed one in a lot. This guy, you get him on, I don't know what he's called, Intercessor, sneaky guy. I don't know. He's really cheap. You get him for like around 50% off for about 11 bucks. Normally retails about 20. This gentleman right now, you get that on Amazon, around $11. The Dark Angel, not too much. I don't have too much information on him. So as far as some of the boxes go, that Dark Angel back there, the primary artist proof, you can get him pretty cheap as well right now. I kind of want to do something with him. I'm thinking I'm gonna pull him out and do some kind of painting, paint him up, do a little short video on that. You'll hear about that a little bit later. As far as the Necrons go here, the next one's over. I didn't realize this, but I had a Platinum Edition. And it's kind of dumb, but these two flayed ones, very, very similar. It's hard to tell the difference. But the one with the crap over his eye over there, I believe is the Platinum Edition. The other one, this one right here, is a standard edition. And then the Necron Warrior back here, he was the original one. So again, not too hard. I mean, he's a little harder to find now because he's a couple years old now. People pay a premium for him. You can get him on eBay for 40, 45 bucks right now. Yeah, so there you go. So that's the standard edition. So that's this guy, but this one with a little bit of flesh over his eye, I believe is supposed to be the Platinum Edition. I didn't realize that. I had him for probably over a year and didn't realize he was different. I just assumed that was normal for these filleted ones, just random skin over their face. As far as the Chaos Warriors go here, we just have this Black Legion Marine. I got one in the box back there. Again, I picked him up in a lot somewhere. I have the Word Bearer guy back here. The gold label ones are pretty cool. I like that. This gentleman here and the Blood Angel over here both have quite a bit more coloring, a little more detail, I feel like, than some of the other Marines or some of the other characters. The only reason I don't have this one in a box or out of a box in front of us right now is because he's with my non-factory versions. We'll come back to that. But the Chaos Marines, in my opinion, are probably some of the cooler figures. I was never a fan of the
I'm an ugly girl, my face makes you hurl, that I have it, I should beg it.
Face on this gentleman. Just kind of looks like a... again, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of that. Like, everything on that figure, except for the face, looks really good. Just, again, even the mask, the face mask over his mouth looks awesome. Just, the skin was not shaded, nothing. They got to ink that in, done something with it. So it just kind of bothers me. I'm not a fan of that head. No little goofy horn sticking out of his head. Just, not my thing for the head. But the rest of him looks really awesome. Again, the Chaos Black Legion Marine guy looks pretty good. Then we got the two sisters back here. Got the red version, the black version, another black version back there in the box. So those are one of the figures I don't own. There's a white Sister of Battle out there. That's the I believe Platinum Edition is what they're called. And again, I price them out on eBay anywhere around 80 bucks to 100 bucks. And I'm not that big of a fan. I'm just buying the shit when I get it. Like really good deals or cheap. Okay, and over here we got our Darktide guys. This gentleman right here was a GameStop exclusive. The one with the three little eyes, three green eyes. I get the Ogre back there. The regular just soldier. And then another trader guy. And we have the Gene Stealer guys back here as well. And that's the, I can never remember the name of this thing, the artist proof version, but it's got a special name. It's like a Gnarl, something goofy, I can't remember. There's another video that I made a video specifically about him. Feel free to look him up or watch it. I butchered his name then, I'll butcher it again now. Then we have the three orcs. These guys were and actually, the same as the Ogre back there. These guys were, God, I don't know what they would call them, but they're large edition, whatever. It was an excuse to charge about double the amount. So I believe retail for each of those were about 40 bucks a piece. I do like all of the orcs. I got them, I don't think I paid retail for any of them except for this one up front. The other two I got around 20 bucks a piece. And again, I think that one up front, retail brand new, was around 40 bucks. Those two back there I got around $20. They're kind of annoying to me. Their backpacks don't stay on. Their little jaw things do not stay on very well. If you watch some of my other videos, you've seen a lot of my, almost all my videos include some kind of stop motion. These guys were the worst to work with as far as stop motion goes. These guys were the worst, and then that Ogre was pretty, pretty bad as well. Just really clunky, stiff, didn't stand up very well. Just hard to work with. But as far as the way they look, they do look really nice. To be honest, this whole line looks really good. Some of my small peeves, ones that I'm not a huge fan of, the Red Rose Sister of Battle back there, she's just, there's not a lot of contrast. I mean, she's just like all red with a small splashes of color here and there. Not my favorite. She's currently, you can usually get her pretty cheap. The black one, I feel like, looks a lot better. You have a lot more, you have color on her knee pads and a lot more contrast to her black armor. It looks really good. The Blood Raven, or the Raven Guard over here, it's not bad, but he's just, to me, kind of bland and kind of boring. Something that makes me really appreciate a figure are things like this. To me, that's really awesome. Like when you got physical stamps of your special symbols and everything like that to make them slightly different, pop out. And the Ultramarine back there is slightly better than the Raven Guard just because he's got so much more color and patterns. You can see like the stamp on here you don't see on the Raven Guard. He's got a blank shield, this bland, nothing. Where he's got several colors and a lot more interesting looking things on there. And even his knee pads, I believe, yeah, he's got some multiple colors on his knees. Again, Raven Guard, pretty bland, pretty boring. The Dark Angel's a little bit better than that Raven Guard, because again, it's got some stamp stuff here to give it some physical texture here, and then slightly different stuff, a little more colors. But the ones that, in my opinion, really shine are those Blood Angels. They have a few more colors, the physical blood drops on them just look really sharp. So that is my collection of the factory versions of them. I have about 37 total. And I have 3 more on order. I'm supposed to get the new Berserker, Terminator, and Space Wolf. And I'm sure you'll see some of those videos as well when they come out. Or when I receive them, I'll make some videos. So here's a few other ones. These two are figures that I've bought and then kind of bastardized with other McFarlane figures. This gentleman, like I said, I didn't like his face. The factory version of his face was terrible, so I threw a Baraka head on there. That was a McFarlane figure as well. And this lady she was combined with a shit, I can't remember. It's a video game. Oh, Witcher. A Witcher. I don't remember the Siri. Siri? I don't know, I think it's Siri. But you get her on clearance for around $10 on Amazon right now. I popped the head off of her and threw it on with the body of the sister, and in my opinion, it looks awesome. Get the little scars on the face and everything like that. Just like, I mean, if you watch some of the current Warhammer videos, some of the CGI videos that are out there, they're promoting some of the new editions of their board game. One of the characters there looks almost exactly like her. Then I got these gentlemen. Now these guys I got, again, in a lot deal on eBay, and they tend to sell a little bit cheaper than you would spend if you did it yourself. But it just happened to be very lucky that I was kind of like thinking, oh, it'd be cool to have some Blood Angels with the red heads. I'm not a fan. I don't get why they do that. McFarlane did that. They must have lost a bet with Joy Toy or something, but all of their Space Marine heads, except for the Dark Angel here, whatever this guy is, nobody likes him, but this, whatever.
What the hell?
They all have different colored heads. Drives me nuts. Like, okay, fine, gold, get it. red. I don't know what that's all about. It's some sergeant, whatever. White head on a black armor. Why? And then blue head on red armor. Like, I don't get it. Like, why do they do that? But regardless, so I ended up getting lucky and just coming across some deal. I bought the set, and it came with like 3 or 4 figures, and I swapped some of the pieces around. Obviously, you can see their heads don't match the bodies perfectly, but it's close enough for me. So I'm trying to work up a small squad of guys. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of cool to have like 3 or 4 of these Blood Angels, 4 or 5 of these Blood Angels, and a full little combat squad. So maybe one day display them if I'm ballsy enough. As most of you guys know, the Warhammer stuff currently is not quite mainstream. It's kind of still kind of a nerdy hobby. But just a quick look at my collection. Wanted to have a quick conversation and talk about it a little bit. What do you guys think? Do you guys like these McFarlane figures? Are you guys getting burnt out? I always feel like there's not a lot of people that collect this many of these things, mostly because they're kind of boring compared to like other figures out there like Joy Toy. There's probably 100 different styles, individual figures out there, where these McFarlanes, you kind of have to work to make them interesting or unique. But what do you think? Should I stop, give up on these, sell them all, go into Joy Toy, or should I keep going on these things? But regardless, tell me what you think in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Check out some of my other videos. Evil Clown Slayer out.